Hi, Natalie Jones, dietitian. Just thought I'd talk a little bit today about when it gets a little bit more complicated when you're doing a couple of training sessions kind of in a day. So how to kind of plan your meals and your snacks around that. So one kind of thing that I help people think about when it comes to timing of food around training is fuel, train, recover. So what that means is some fuel before a session, some kind of carbohydrate, some kind of easily digestible carbohydrate. You then do your training session, so that's a little bit like using up the petrol in the car. You filled the tank up and then you're using it up. And then recovery with carbs and protein afterwards. So when you are training a couple of times in a day, so for example today I did an early morning bike on the turbo. So what I did was I had a breakfast biscuit as kind of a breakfast, kind of easy breakfast with a cup of coffee. Did my session with that, so fueled with the biscuit, did the session, used it up, and then had eggs on toast afterwards. So that's the kind of carbohydrate protein mix. And then I knew I was going to be doing a swim a little bit later on, so what I did was, rather than have a really big lunch, that kind of breakfast, that late second breakfast of that eggs on toast was about kind of 9ish, something like that, so a little bit later than normal. So then I had like some pita bread, some hummus and some fruit for lunch, so a kind of smaller lunch, but something that was still quite easy to digest. And then went and did the swim, had a banana straight away after the swim, and then coming back for a kind of little kind of pre-dinner. So it's about sort of not even thinking about normal meal times when you're training at different times of day, but making sure that you're getting enough fuel for the session by having lots of little top-ups, so there's enough to fuel you without you feeling sick in the session. So hopefully that's a little bit helpful when you're trying to fit in lots of individual sessions in a day. So follow me, Natalie Jones, dietitian, and hopefully that was helpful, and I'll come back with some more stuff soon. Okay, thanks.